This is part 1 simple way of my full eye tutorial. The full eye tutorial will cover everything from how to obtain an image of an eye to solving the most specific problems. For this tutorial, we'll focus solely on animating using the simple way. Simple way. In the simple way, you only need an image of an open eye and a closed eye, and it can be animated in as little as 1 minute. Let's animate a blinking. A blinking is basically eye open, eye close, eye open again, so we'll need a closed eye image. You can either get the closed eye image from the Gotcha Eye section or draw your own. The current eye image we have has a background, so it can't be put on a character. That means we need to first remove the background. Hop on any app that supports layers and basic editing tools. I'll use Ibis Paint X. Then import the image. Take the Magic Wand tool and tap on the background. Now we have selected the background. Clear the layer and the selected part, which is the background, will be removed. Remove the selection by deselecting and save the image as a transparent PNG. Do the same thing for the closed eye. To match the position of the closed eye to the open eye, I'll decrease the opacity and then adjust it to transform. Again, Magic Wand, tap on the background, clear layer, save. Also, before saving the image, you can customize the eye here. Once we have the two eye images without the background, open a Light Motion, tap on the plus, then go to Media and import the two images. You can name the layer by tapping on its name when the layer is selected, then typing in your desired name. The two layers are overlapping right now, so I'll show you how to make Just Blink. These tiny lines on the timeline are frames. You can have 12 to 60 frames in 1 second in a Light Motion. What I'm going to do is mark the frame where we want the eye to stay closed before reopening. Move the timeline and mark one frame by tapping on the timestamp. Then move a few frames after and mark another frame. The first marking is where the closed eye layer will stay visible, and the second marking is where the closed eye layer will end. To do just that, we can go to the frame we marked by pressing on the arrows and trim left to get rid of the left part of the layer up to the current frame. Go to the next bookmark and trim right to get rid of the right portion. Bookmarking is not necessary, but it is useful. Fixing eye layers overlapping. As you can see, the open eye is still lurking there, which is a no-no. So, we'll have to hide it when the closed eye is visible. To do that, take the open eye, go to the first bookmark and split the layer. Then go to the second bookmark and trim left to get rid of the portion under the closed eye. When we play it, it looks good except for that one frame overlapping. To fix that, zoom into the bookmark and trim just one frame so that they are no longer overlapping. Do the same thing at the second bookmark. Done! We now have the Just Blink eye movement. We can turn this into smoother Just Blink by animating the start and end of the layers. This video is sponsored by Skillshare. I've been following Marco Bucci's videos for a while now. He's taught me so much about colors, values, shapes, and forms. But recently, I discovered his full courses on Skillshare, and let me tell you, I was blown away. His classes go from 4 to 8 hours long. Most classes on Skillshare go long, and he dives so much deeper into topics that I never even knew I was missing. I took his The Color Survival Guide class, and it helped me a lot with the color concepts. Skillshare is the largest online learning community with thousands of classes taught by experts where the classes go at your pace and you can show your practice work. What I like about Skillshare is that it's not just quick tutorials, it's a platform with lots of long, deep diving classes. There are courses on everything from art to animation to productivity and business, so no matter what you're into, you'll find something that helps you. Plus, Skillshare's learning paths are great if you're looking to focus on one specific area, whether you're interested in starting your own business, learning animation, or getting better drawing. You can take a structured journey that's designed to help you improve fast. This quarter, Skillshare is focusing on the theme Creativity as a Practice, which means more creative classes are coming out. The idea being the more you practice, the better at it you become. If you're looking to check out Skillshare, there's a link in this video's description which will give you 1 month free trial of Skillshare, only applicable to the first 500 people to use it. Smoother Just Blink. We'll need the Just Blink process done first for this. Setting the pivot points. Take the first OpenEye layer, go to Move and Transform, tap on the location symbol. This will activate the pivot point. We'll now make sure the pivot point is in the center by moving it to the center using the control pad. The pivot point acts as a joint or fulcrum. It serves as the center of the animation. For example, if the pivot point is placed at the top of the eye, the movement will rotate around that point using it as the center. Do this for all 3 layers. Move and Transform, Location, Pivot Point, Position, Pivot Point. Animating the movement. Afterwards, take the first OpenEye, go to Move and Transform, then to Scale, and press the gray square to enable Freestyle Scale. This allows you to scale the width and height independently. For the first OpenEye layer, which is going from OpenEye to Closed Eye, add a scale keyframe at the end of the layer. Add another keyframe slightly earlier, just before the layer ends. Then go to the ending keyframe and decrease the height to make the eye appear thinner. Make it half the width of the eye, do not make it too thin. This will create an eye closing animation. Take the second OpenEye layer, go to Scale again, add a keyframe shortly after the layer starts and another keyframe at the start of the layer. Then go to the starting keyframe of the OpenEye layer and decrease the height. This one is going from Closed Eye to OpenEye, meaning eye-opening animation. Once you play it, you'll notice it is decent, but we still need to animate the closed eye to make it look good. Add a scale keyframe on the closed eye at the start, middle, and end of the layer. Then go to the middle keyframe and decrease the height, making it thinner. Go to Location for the closed eye, add keyframes at the start, middle, and end, and for the start keyframe, position it higher up. Do the same thing for the ending keyframe, position it higher up. We have the animation now, but we need to make it smoother. I insist. Animation easing, smoother flow. To make it smoother, select the OpenEye layer, go to Scale, then to Animation Easing. This allows us to set graphs that will make the motion follow a specific path. Apply the ease in easing. Next, for the starting animation of the closed eye, apply the ease out easing. Make sure to apply this ease out graph to both the location and the scale animations. For the ending animation of the closed eye, apply ease in easing. What we're doing here is making it harder to close the eye ease in and easier to open it with ease out. Another thing to note is ease in must come before ease out to make the animation flow well. Can you guess what ease in we're gonna use for the last OpenEye animation? Ease in or ease out? Tick, tick, tick. If you guessed ease out, then you're right. It's good, but it needs to be better. We need to make it even smoother. Just one more thing. Eye opening with a bounce. After the eye has opened, which is the second open eye layer, go to Scale and add a keyframe. Go to the middle keyframe and make it thicker, increasing the height. This will add a bounce. Thin to thick to normal is how open eye opening is working for the bounce effect. There we have it. Smoother, just blink. If you wish to make an eye closing animation or just an eye opening animation, then whatever I showed earlier can still be applied. The eye closing animation will be the same as this up to the middle of the closed eye. As for the eye opening animation, it will be animated from the middle of the closed eye to the eye opening animation. Coming next is animating the eye in the crazy smooth but complex way.